What's up, guys? Kevin here. You already knew that, and you know that we like to talk about luxury things on my channel, from high end to low end and literally everything in between. And wow, today's gonna be a big one. I am going to show you my entire Coach collection today, and just a little bit of warning. This video is going to be very, very long, possibly. So, get you some coffee, get you a glass of wine, whatever you need to relax, because we're just gonna dive right into it. Now, as always, you come here for the scents. First and foremost, today's scent is Shawn Mendes. This is a unisex scent. It smells very, very clean. There's almost like a vanilla scent to it. It's actually one of my favorites. This first came out a couple years ago and it was like $25. And now sometimes I can't find it for under $100. So it's one that I love, but it's also one that I use sparingly. Yeah, Shawn Mendes. Now, on the same note, I had to laugh today because, as you all know, as I've said before, I used the subscription services Scentbox and Scentbird because they ship out cologne monthly. I've used these services for a couple years. I love everything that they send me. Sometimes when I don't know what stuff smells like, I get turned on to it, and I love it so much that I buy the whole bottle, which is how I found the Moschino Toy Boy and the Moschino Fresh. Actually, it's because through this service. So I didn't have anything in mind for this upcoming next couple of months, so I just have them send me something. Well, today I got my new one in the mail, and it is Confessions of a Rebel, Get a Room. That's what the actual bottle looks like. Now, you all know me. I like citrus, and I like black pepper, and I like bergamot, because I know my body's chemistry. I know what smells right for me. I know what smells the best on me. Now, let me read you the notes in this. The floral notes in this are red apple, mandarin, cypress, liquid vanilla, and clary sage oil. Okay, that sounds like something that I would wear. I get it out, I'm all excited. Guys, this smells like bad breath. I don't know if it's the apple that's mixed with everything else, but like, I sprayed it, like, it smells good like in the thing, but whenever I sprayed it, it smelled like bad breath. Now, I'm sure that's just me and my nose and, you know, my body chemistry, but this one's not for me, guys. And this is probably the first time that they've ever sent me something that I absolutely just hated. But it'll probably smell good on my husband. He has obviously a different chemistry than I do, so I'm gonna give it to him and see what he thinks. So let's get into this video, because like I said, I'm already a couple minutes in and I haven't even started yet, and this will be a long one. Now, I will say first and foremost, WinniebeeLV, Autumn Beckman did a collab with Yotastyle. I will put all their videos in the description. And after watching all of their videos, I was like, ooh, that's something that I want to do. I want to get on this while the bus is still running. So, first and foremost, honestly, I decided the best way to do this is just start from the smallest and go to the largest. Now, because I knew this is going to be a long video, I've got my Coach coffee cup here, and I've got a little wine in it today to get me relaxed and in the mood. Actually, I'm a big fan of coffee cups. That's honestly, I could start doing that also with my scent of the day, because I own, fun fact about me, I own about 140 coffee mugs. And they just go with my personality, what I'm feeling that day. I have like probably 10 that are like my go-tos, but yeah, I love coffee mugs so much. And so whenever they put this on their site a few months ago, I knew that I had to have it. And this is on the Coach outlet. Now, some of the pieces that I'm going to show you all, you've seen in past videos, like if I've done an unboxing on it, or like when I showed you my cosmetic cases. And honestly, I'm not really gonna dive too deep on either one of these. I just want to show you what I have, or else this long video is already going to be much longer. So, starting off, I've got my, because you all know that I also like beanies. I have a lot of beanies, a lot of hats. So I got this. I have the black Coach. It's got the little tag on it. Just a simple little black beanie from Coach. Yeah. So moving on, I've got a couple Coach hats. My first one is this guy. Last year they released a bunch of neon stuff, and I just jumped on it like immediately because I love these two colors together. I think there was a black one and maybe another color, but I love neon. I love all that stuff. So that's my first Coach hat. And then my second Coach hat is, of course, oh, it's got a little dog hair on it. Sorry, guys. I had to have the Basquiat Pez dispenser hat because literally everything in this collection was a banger. It's got the canvas on the inside of the brim. Just a real cute hat. The only thing about Coach hats is they do run small, and I have a very large head, and even like on the very last one, it's one that you got to wear it a couple times to kind of stretch it out to really get a good feel. So if you don't have a small head and you don't own any Coach hats but you've wondered about them, they do run very small. So there's just a little tidbit about that. Now I want to show you guys a few things that I know that you've already seen, but we're still going to include them. I grabbed everything out of my work bag. So this is my little Coach cosmetic case. Now, as you all know, this was the collab that they did with Estee Lauder a couple years ago, and it holds all of my lip stuff and all my cologne samples. Moving on, talking about neon, my Coach key fob in that bright ass electric yellow. It's so good, and it's such a sunny day too here, guys. It's amazing. My Fireball Coach pouch that I love so much. It again, somebody send me fireballs. It's still empty. I've been empty for a while. Please send help. Love this little guy. I love this color. My Coach journal that I don't write all, but I do use this for like YouTubing notes and things like that. I usually just tear them out because I don't like a lot of clutter. And of course, I know a lot of people don't like this particular notebook from Coach. They like the one from LV better. I mean, I don't mind it. It doesn't have a ton of like stuff in it, but it does have like the one pocket in the back, and I mean, I don't mind that. I know a lot of people who use these a lot more for different things. That's really why they don't like it, because the LV notebooks actually do have more pockets in them. So, what are you gonna do? I don't know. So, moving on. Remember I was talking about that neon earlier. Whenever I got that hat and that yellow key fob, I got my iPad case. It's got this really pretty soft camel colored lining in it. It's just, this holds my autumn spin, if you will. This holds my 13-inch iPad that came out in 2019. That's what I use this for. It's just beautiful. The electric pink accents. I love it, and it's got all these little pockets in it. All the zippy pockets. We like a zipper. All right. Ooh, it's all right, let's just keep going. Like I said, guys, this is going to be a very long video, so please just bear with me. I want to start with some wallets, so let's do that. Okay. So, starting first, I love every time Coach does a collab. Their collabs are literally my favorite, and this one is no different at all. This is the 3-in-1 Dalmatian wallet that they did with Coach a couple years ago. Now, this wallet in particular, I've never used, I won't use. This is literally just like one of those pieces for my collection because of how white this is. It's kind of a rubbery material, and I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to risk getting it dirty or getting it gross. It is a 3-in-1 wallet. The insert is this actually right here. This actually goes inside, and this I've used. Well, the floor has it now, but you know what they look like. I've got another one I can show you. I've used it a whole lot. This one I just won't use. But look how freaking cute! Literally every time they do a Disney collab, I always have to get something because I grew up on Disney. Still love it as a full-grown adult, and I just love these. They're so cute. So moving on, I have just the signature canvas in this blue, off blue color. I love it. This is also a 3-in-1, and it's got the gray ID flap in it. And these are just so like buttery and soft. I use these the most, honestly. Next, I've got, this is a new item that I got right before Christmas. You've seen the tote and you've seen the bucket bag. I think Winnie has the bucket bag of this. But it's also a 3-in-1, this rainbow print. I love it so much. It's just got a plain back, and of course it is a 3-in-1 also. Love it, love it. All right, so moving on. This is just the black on gray monogram. I love a black wallet. This one I've used so much. It's held up very, very well though. You can't really tell that I've used it. This was not a 3-in-1. This was just a basic slip bifold wallet. Moving on. Now, you guys know, and you're gonna find out in an upcoming video that I plan on doing where I show all of my wallets. I love damier or checkerboard print so much. It's just my favorite thing. It's just like an iconic look. It just goes with everything. It's whimsical. I love it. And this was like, this one's no exception. This is the black and blue checkerboard Coach wallet, and it's got the lighter blue inserts. It's just this nice like dual tone. I love it so much. I actually haven't used this one either because like I've mentioned to you guys, I only switch out my wallets whenever I switch out my work bags because I have this weird thing of only using the same wallet and work bag. Like they have to be the same designer. I don't know why that is, but it's just a weird like thing that I do. So that's why I have a lot of wallets that I haven't used but plan on using. I just haven't used said bag for work, if that makes any sense, or did I lose you guys? I'm sorry. So moving on, and speaking of that blue one that I just showed you, this was a purchase with purchase at Christmas. Just a little pocket organizer moment, black and white. Again, I love it so much. These if you ask me, these are just as well made, and honestly the wallets are just as well made as Louis Vuitton. And I've said time and time again, I think the Coach outlet stuff slaps just as hard. It's I just love them so much. Everything's always so good. So moving on, I've got this little pocket guy, little zippy, if you will. This is like perfect for like electronic cords, or I used to carry my my iPhone, the things that go in your ears, earphones. I used to carry those in here when I first got this, and I used to have this on my work bag, but I don't anymore. So there's that little guy. Moving on. Let's talk about card cases. So the first card case I have to show you is this little red and white guy. Simple, sophisticated. Yeah, we like him. We like him a lot. It's so, so cute. Moving on, moving on. Um, these both are so underrated. This style, I know Louis Vuitton makes these as well, but these are just, everybody needs some of these. They hold everything, cards, cash, change. They're just good to like slip in your bag, slip in your tote, whatever you're using, and they're just sturdy. My husband actually used this one for months and months and months and months, and he's really hard on stuff sometimes, and it's still in great condition. A little wipe off and that stuff that will come right off. I um I just love all these long wallets, these long card cases so much. Moving on, like I said with the Dalmatian wallet I have, this I actually have used because it's a little bit darker. I would carry this in my work bag, and again, little doggo butt. Um, I love this one a whole lot. Like I said, I do use it, so at least I am using something, Disney. But yeah, like I said, all the stuff was really great. I want to say they made something else with the Dalmatians that I didn't get my hands on, but I would like to have that piece also. So, moving on, I've got the Pride ID wallet from 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. They did a wallet, a tote, and all that stuff, and I like the brown accents on it. Love it, love it. So moving on, let's see what we got. So, so this is one of the oldest pieces I have. It is, I don't think that it's real leather, but it's that glossy, patent black little moment there. There are actually game tokens in this. That's what I store in it. I used to use it in my work bag for like real change, but it just holds tokens now. So yeah, there's that. Moving along. So before I go any further, before I started this channel, I sold a bunch of stuff that I just wasn't using anymore. And like, wallets, organizers, things like that, just stuff that I wasn't using. And I bring that up because I had the matching card wallet to this little orange guy, this little keychain, but I just never used. I have used this, but I kept the tag on for reasons unbeknownst to myself. But yeah, I just think anytime they do anything with like little fruits or anything, I just think it's so cute. Like you can almost like feel the orange in the back of the back of your mouth. I like it. So moving on. Actually, you guys have already seen these, but I'm going to just show them again in case you missed my unboxing on these. My pins that I have, and like I said, I am planning on getting more of these because I'm a pinhead, like I have told you before, and because I just like these. They're really cute, and I'm really struggling. Shocker, on this channel, we're struggling. So, FML. So this one, and then the teddy bear, David Bowie-esque pin that I have that I literally just launched on the floor, and how I'm sitting, I can't get to it, but you know what it looks like. I'll put a picture up for you because that's the day that I'm having. So, one of my latest purchases that I love so much that I did in that unboxing is my Green Army Skull wallet. I really can't wait to use this. But yet again, the current bag that I'm using for work just won't allow it, and I won't stop it. So, and that's okay. While I'm struggling to put things up, I'm gonna join me in a swig, if you will. Afternoon drinking. All right, moving along. We've got my passport holder in this sporty stripe little number. Ta-da! And of course, these are great because they have all the mini pockets and stuff and yada yada yada. I've got, speaking of Disney from a few minutes ago, I've got the once in a time boxy cosmetic case that you all seen in my cosmetic cases video. So again, it's got like glitter on it. I don't know. I actually haven't used this yet, so I don't know how well that holds. It's not something that I would like put in water or anything, so I don't think that would be an issue. But if you have this, let me know, guys. Of course, we can't talk about Coach without talking about the Coach scent. Love it. It's one of my favorites. I've said that. You know it. You love it. Speaking of work, this is my work wallet. Vintage, a little vintage Coach moment. I oftentimes get wet or sweaty at work, and I used to go through wallets a lot because they would get soiled and ruined. One of my favorite wallets that I've ever had was a Marc Jacobs wallet from like 10 or 15 years ago, and it had a rap skull on it. If I can find a picture of it, I will put it up, but I absolutely ruined it. So after that wallet, I promised myself that I would start wearing like old or vintage wallets to work. That way, if something happened to them, I wouldn't be as heartbroken. So that's kind of also why I use two different wallets. A work wallet and an out of work wallet, because I don't want to spend good money on stuff just for it to be ruined. And I actually had bought this in pre-loved condition too. So there's that. Moving along. Speaking of kitschy, cute things that I love so much. As you all know, Halloween is that's my jam. My birthday, it's my favorite holiday. It's the only holiday, if you ask me, honestly. And I got these last year. They're one of my favorite things. I got the cute little, you could hold like change in here. You could, if you wanted to just put like folded money in here, or like headphones or something. They're so freaking cute. And of course I have the candy corn one. And of course I haven't used any of these. I bought them right at the end of the season last year, so I just haven't had a chance to use them. And of course I got the ghost. Cute little baby ghost. And I got the Halloween pouch. Now, one of the biggest regrets I have is they also did this in a tote bag last year, and I was like, oh, I don't really need it. I don't really need it. I don't know that I would use it. And I fooled around and I missed out. They didn't do a whole lot for Halloween last year, but the stuff that they did do is just, I really wish that I could find this tote, because I would buy it in a heartbeat, and I'm real mad that I missed it. So, moving on. Speaking of little spooky things, you guys know, going back to Disney, I don't remember, I don't remember when they did this. I want to say it was 2020 that they did this little bag charm, the spooky eyes. Disney X Coach. I think it was 2020 that they did that. They did this. I remember they did a lot of stuff for this drop, and just everything they do is so satisfactory. It's so nice and so cute. I love it so much. It's so good. So moving on. I've got my neon iPods case, and you really can't see how yellow this is. I got it on my work bag and it gets slung around a lot, so it's got a few little scuffs on it, but I won't keep us down. We love it so much anyway. It's so bright. And it's so funny because I was never like a yellow person until I met my husband, and a few years ago, because it's yellow is his absolute favorite color. And in the last couple years, I've really been like zoning in on yellow and how much I love it. Of course, you all know, like I've said, blue is my absolute favorite color, and any iteration of blue, whether it be aqua or mint or anything like that, those are like my jams. But I just have really had this fascination with yellow in the last couple of years. So yeah. So moving on. These two things. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the first one first because we're still talking about collabs, right? We love a collab, and we love Keith Haring. This is my Keith Haring little guy. I think this one is like, I think he's called Hot Dog Man or something. I just thought it was so silly and so cute. And of course, anytime Coach puts the turn lock on anything, I am sold, bitch. I am sold on a good turn lock moment. Um, it's got the nice little the story patch inside, talking about the collaboration. It's like that supple, soft canvas material. And again, this is something that I haven't used because I haven't known like what to do with it yet. I just every time that Coach does something with Keith Haring, I usually miss it or miss out on it, or I have a fear of missing out, and then I actually do miss out. So I don't have a lot of stuff from them, but I think everything is just so cute. Keith Haring was amazing, and do some research if you don't know anything about Keith Haring as an artist. Yeah, so moving on. This next piece. This is one of those things. This is a collab that I didn't sleep on it. I just completely missed out on it. And the collaboration that this is with is one of my all-time favorite things. Here, I'll just show you and then we'll talk about it. I love Star Wars. We are a Star Wars household here. We do all things Star Wars. And so you know probably what I'm gonna show you. Sorry, squirrel. So whatever they did the Star Wars collab, it's honestly one of the biggest drops that I've ever seen from a designer that did a collab. They did like different shoes, different characters. I got my husband the Darth Vader bag charm that he uses on his keychain. Just one of the I don't know what this material is. I'm sure it's leather, but it's so nice. It's got the Boston Coach in the back. Anyway, they made like I feel like 200 different things, and every single thing that I was able to find, in the resale market was just exorbitantly expensive. So at the end of I don't remember what it was, but it was after this collab had launched. I went into the Coach outlet near me to do. I think I was doing some Christmas shopping, and you know how like in the men's section they have the ceiling to floor cubbies, and they have like different things on the cubbies. This was on the very bottom cubby behind a bunch of stuff, and it was like liquidated priced. So I like screamed. I bought it immediately because I had already missed so much of this collab, and like I said, Star Wars is one of my favorites ever. So there's that. The reason that I was fumbling earlier, whenever I grabbed that, I forgot that this little guy was inside it, and it's just one of these black pouches. Did not affiliated with the Star Wars. I just forgot that I had it and that it was in there. So these are just so good. These L little pouches, these L moments, because they just go perfectly in any bag. They hold like they're a catch-all. They're very nice. So yeah. Now I have two things in front of me. The first thing going back to Basquiat, how we were talking about him earlier, and how I will not rest until I get everything in that collection that Coach did. This is the bum bag, and I love it so much. It's so roomy. I took this when I did that big Atlanta excursion that I talk about a lot last year. This was the only thing that I took with me. It held up so well. I was able to hold everything in it that I needed. It stayed comfortable the entire time that I wore it. And then for Christmas, one of my nearest and dearest best friends got me the Half Moon Famous key charm or bag charm. So I keep it on here because of cute. That's why, because of cute. And it does add a little more weight to it, but I love it. It's one of my favorite Basquiat pieces. All right, so speaking of work bags, and this is technically, I guess, a vintage piece, but I've had it for a couple years, and I used it for a long time before just switching work bags. This is one of my favorite bags, actually. The the messenger, and then it's got the pink or the fuchsia, if you will, on the inside. I've got it stuffed with a pillow, but I mean, it holds everything. There's like change in all my bags. I love it. This is the one that I used forever and ever, and I still really love this bag. It took a beating, and there's still not a lot of like issues with it. All the hardware is still in really good shape, and I don't ever see myself getting rid of it. And then in the back, voila, we have pouches. I've got just a little puppy coach little moment that, of course, I would just use for like change and stuff. And then I've got the little tan guy. So yeah, change, chapstick, whatever you need. And then I've got whatever whatever Coach did the mask with Rexy. We have like a ton of these. It's navy and it's got little stars on it and little Rexy. Cute little baby. So yeah, there's that. And then I have, wow, I have a lot on this bag actually. A lot. So I've got, let me show you. I've got the Pride little guy. I've got just this regular little tag. And then I've got the black and blue key fob with the monogram in black. I think that's all I've got on this guy. It's a lot. So this bag is doing a lot of things. A lot of things. So I'm gonna stop right here, and then I've got to rearrange some stuff, and then I will get back to you in the next segment, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to segment 2, or hour 2 of my collection. So hope that you got some snacks or anything if you wanted. I know I got a refill, so let's keep chugging. I guess what we'll talk about next is shoes. So, for shoes, I've got my little casual guys here. Old as hell, comfortable as hell. Literally go with everything. Doesn't matter what you're wearing. Shorts, jeans. They're a classic. They don't ever go out of style. I used to have, do you all remember in the early 2000s, whenever they first came out with these, there were they made some in like pink with like pink trimming and pink shoelaces. I had those for years, and then I moved and I lost one, and then that's all she wrote. And I never tried to like re-get them again. Sad story. Anyway, moving on. The next thing I have is I've got some blue electric slides. I usually just put these back on here because they're easier to store like this. just the basic slide. Now these are, they've always been a little stiff, so I try to wear them around the house if I think I'm gonna wear them out, because this is more stiff than it actually, you know, entails, or it's more stiff than what you think it is. But the soles are super, you know, cute, soft, sturdy. This is a good slide. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. This is a great slide. So there's that. I'll just put those over here for now. Speaking of vintage, speaking of old, and these have been worn everywhere. My flip-flops, my little Coach flippy flops. These have seen better days, but they're still useful. Still wear them. They're still good. So yeah, they have the Coach patch and the Coach monogram on the insole. Like I said, they're gross, and I probably shouldn't have shown them, but hey, I did. So what are you gonna do? Now, this next pair that I have to show you, I always put them back in the box after each use, but these are I don't remember what these were called, the Wild and Out or Animal Deco, I don't remember, but they kind of look like little jungle guys. I don't know. They're like leopard print, like jungle amoeba. I don't know what exactly you would call that, and I don't remember what they were called when I got them. But also very comfortable, very, very casual. I will say that all Coach shoes are very like true to size. I know a lot of brands, a lot of luxury brands, a lot of contemporary brands, they don't hold up to like how big your foot actually is, but these are great. I love these a lot. So yeah, and it's a reminder for me to wear those soon, because I haven't worn them since like last summer. So again, it's one of those things that makes you feel good when you wear it. So I just always keep it boxed up. All right, now moving on to more things. I've got this little green pouch. These bags, you guys remember whenever they released all these bags years and years ago? The black one that I'll show you in a minute is the only one that I have complete. I bought all these little ones that I have separate, and it literally just holds cables and stuff. All these things are great for that, and of course the color is just, you know, it's an offset of blue. I'm addicted. As I talked about in my cosmetic case video, I've got this little number. This is literally one of my favorite pieces because it is clear, it is PVC, it's got just the monogram on it. I think is so beautiful. And of course it's got the leather on the bottom. I love it. I just love this piece, and it's got the nice little strap. And like I've shown this before also, another one of my favorite pieces, because Basquiat is the boxy cosmetic case. It's literally one of my favorites. Like, I say that about everything that I own. It's crazy. Moving on. Now this really is one of my favorites and something I've got a ton of use out of. One, because it's so big, and it's just sleek. I just love it. And it actually, this matches my passport case perfectly. I actually bought them at the same time. And I think at some point in time I had bought the wallet also that matches this, but I don't think I kept it, or I don't remember the story behind it. But yeah, this is the dop kit. It's beautiful. So much room in this little guy. It packs a punch, really. Oh, and in between segments here, I'm not going to insert any photos, because I picked him up off the floor, that pin that I dropped, and then the insert to my Disney Dalmatian wallet that I was telling you about earlier in the video. So I am going to say that that is going to conclude all of this segment. I will be right back with everything else, guys. All right, I hope we're having a good time so far. I hope nobody has fallen asleep yet. Whoa. I hope you're learning things. I hope you're finding new favorites maybe that you didn't know existed. I know I'm having a good time. Guys, I really did not realize that I had this much stuff. It wasn't until I started getting everything out for this video that I realized what a problem or what a collection I had. So I'm glad I'm doing this. I've had fun doing it. I have found some pieces that I forgot that I had and that I'm going to start using again. So another shot of this wonderful Coach mug. And let's get back into it. So, where do we start now in our third hour of this video? I guess I'm going to start with this. I was kind of inspired, I guess, whatever, after all this together, I was inspired by the multi-pochette thing that they did with Louis Vuitton. They also did do one with Coach. It was like the bag strap, and then it had all like the tiny things, excuse me, that were on it. So whenever I started putting all this stuff on here, I kind of made me think of the same thing and made me laugh. So this is it. None of this stuff came together. It was all pieces that were either gifted to me or that I bought, that I put on here. Again, neon. We love that neon moment. This is the tech. You can, it like goes to your phone pretty much. And then this little pouch that's like big enough for like your iPhone headphones or something. And then a few little bag charms that I got put on it. Luggage tag, and then this bag charm. I love it so much. Also, you know, a collab. Words are hard. I'm sorry, guys. And then I've got everything on this plain strap that I took off a bag that I will show you in just a moment. But yeah, it's just a nice little, you can do a little crossbody moment or however. My husband is up from his nap, so if you hear my dog barking, that's why. I'm on the other side of the house. So moving on, speaking of neon moment and how much we love them, I've got this tote. Again, this isn't something that I bought when it was originally released because I missed out on it. And let me take this pillow out. This is the best part about this bag. The longing, the yearning, the yellowness, the brightness of this bag. Also, a bag that I have not carried because I don't want to get it dirty. Is that bad? But yeah, it's one that I will probably, since summer is getting closer and closer to us, so probably is something that I'll break out. So there's that. You can tell that I love neon. Moving on. Let's talk about this leopard moment that I talked about briefly in another video. And this goes with the Weekender that I just bought. It doesn't go with it, but it's, you know. And I just put this cute Year of the Tiger bag charm from Amazon because I thought it was cute. Yes, I know they're two different animals, but nice little nylon moment. And of course, this is the upcycled nylon that, you know, a lot of people are doing right now, which is really good for the planet. So yeah, there's that. One of my favorites. Another one of my favorites, another collab, and this is also a bag that I will never use just because it doesn't have any protection on the bottom and I don't ever want to get it dirty. And that's the Captain America bag that Coach did a couple years ago. The whole Marvel line they did was fantastic, but You all know Captain America is my favorite, and so I had to have this bag. And then that's the clear PVC cosmetic case that I showed you. This is the bag that goes with it. And we've talked about this before on my channel. And we've talked about other brands on this channel. I love this bag so much. It's just a nice character piece for the collection because I'm not gonna ruin this. I would rather have it and look at it and it bring me joy than ruin it for any reason, because it is that plastic PVC material. Even though it does have like the leather on the bottom, I just don't ever want to put it at risk. So it will never get used, but I will never get rid of it because I love it that much. Moving on. Let me slip back into frame here. Just mentioned this bag. The black squishy nylon. I kind of wish that they would reinvigorate these because these are great. Everybody had them. They're perfect for like overnight. And of course they come with the pouch, the removable pouch on the inside, which is a totally perfect thing for your cosmetics or something. So yeah, I wish that they would do these again, like in another colorway maybe, or, well, gosh, there were so many colors that they made. Or I don't know, like reinvigorate them. I like it a lot. I like how I'm starting to see a lot of brands or design houses redo old bags that a lot of people maybe couldn't get the first time around, that are like 15 years older, or like 10 or 15 years older at this point. So yeah, I think it's nice to kind of, you can reinvigorate the brand that way and give people more stuff that they wanted that they probably missed out on the first time. I think it's great. I think it's a good idea. Some people think it's lazy to reintroduce old styles, but I think I think it's genius. And the next bag I have is this little guy. I use this as my work bag for almost 2 years. I have put it through hell. It's still in great shape. The this that I showed you guys with all this confloma, this strap actually goes on this bag. It's got the maroon or like oxblood interior. It's almost more, it's a little darker than that, but it's got pockets galore for everything. It's a really, really sturdy, soft bag. And then of course I've got some bag charms on it. I know a lot of people don't like to mix colors, like hardware with like different color other hardware. Who cares? If you like it, wear it. It doesn't matter the bag, it doesn't matter the color. Just you do you. If somebody else doesn't like it, they don't have to look at it or they don't have to buy it. So yeah, it's a good, and I wish that they would, I would like to have this in the signature like brownish tannish color. Guys, the very last thing that I have to show you, in case you missed my unboxing on this, where I just squealed a whole bunch, this is the last thing that I have to show you, and my most recent purchase that I have to show you. And it's the new Weekender with the reused nylon and then the leather pouch on the front, just like the just like this one. And like, they're pretty, the Weekender is bigger obviously, but you can kind of see the size comparison. Both bags I love. I can't wait to see what else they do in this kind of platform with the nylon and the leather. Well guys, this was so much fun. I told you that this would be a long video. I didn't expect it to be this long. Yeah, I did, honestly. I had a lot of stuff. I enjoyed showing you my entire Coach collection. So I'm probably gonna have some Coach unboxings here in the future. So Like always, thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you are to this point in the video, I appreciate you for really sticking in there. I hope that nobody fell asleep. I hope that you enjoyed what I had to show you. As always, stay safe. I love you. Thank you. Watch, comment, hate watch, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.